Hey friend, welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome back to Wild Coast Pilates. My name is Danny. Today we're going to do a Pilates ball workout and it's called Rise into Radiance. So it's part of a series of videos that I've made just for you in which we're going to be focusing on cultivating a sense of radiance within ourselves and doing movements that will specifically work on our posture, our alignment, creating length and space in our body so that hopefully through your practice today on your mat with me, you can then move forward into your day and walk through life feeling maybe a little bit more radiant, a bit happier. Whenever you're ready, throw on your favorite playlist, grab some water, meet me on your mat. Start with our ball in between our thighs. So it's sitting just above the knees and between the groin here. So right in the center of the thighs. If you see me from the side for just a moment, I'm going to think of elongating through the spine and we're just going to sit down and back as if you're doing a chair pose from yoga. So think you want to lengthen through the lower back. If you were to touch your bum, you'd want to feel the sits bones stretching through your pants. You don't want to be kind of rounded and slumped here. So think you're driving your tailbone away from you. We're engaging through the inner thighs. Our feet are nice and narrow here, so hip width, or think even a little bit more narrow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to draw the belly button in, tuck my ribs in. I'm going to take a deep breath in through the nose as I reach my arms straight up in front. Exhale through the mouth, stand, big reach out to the side. Inhale, sit down and back, reaching it forward. Exhale up, big reach out to the side. Beautiful work. So as we do this, I want us to think that our arms are moving through molasses. So it's something super thick, viscous, hard to move through. We are radiating energy through our arms, through our fingertips as we reach. There's a cute little woodpecker on the tree behind me that's not too happy with my presence here. I've had quite a few bits of wood flying my way. Good, continue to move. Excellent. We take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So as we do this, we're really sitting down and back. We lengthen through that lower spine. As we take a deep breath in through the nose, I want you to think you're expanding the air into the abdomen. Feel the rib cage really open side to side. Sometimes we get caught in this pattern of what we'd call apical breathing, where it's just stuck in the chest. So I really want you to think expand and move through it. Give me a few more like this. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Beautiful work. On this next one, can you come down? Can you meet me here? Let's hold it here. Let's start to lift and engage through our pelvic floor. I'm going to just turn this way so you can see me. So think you want to draw everything up and in. Imagine you're in the middle of going to the washroom. You want to stop halfway through. Another way of thinking of this is imagine you're curling your anus up towards your vagina if you're a woman, or towards your penis if you're a male. Good. Holding it here. From here, let's start to pulse down. Pulse down. Pulse down. Good. I'm going to turn around again. Good. Continue to lengthen through that lower back. Really imagine you want to feel those sits bones. You're always welcome to have a feel as well for yourselves. We're pulsing it here, just with the legs. Now, when we're ready, we're going to hold it down low, sit down and back, lengthen that lower back, lift that pelvic floor a bit more, pulse the hands back, pulse the hands back, pulse the hands back. Beautiful work. As we do this, I want you to think your ribs are not flaring forward. Okay, we're drawing the ribs in, keeping a nice long back here. Continuing to move. Good, and again now, exhale, come up. Inhale down, reach it forward, drive the sits bones back. Exhale up. Beautiful. Inhale down, exhale up. Remember, our fingers are shooting energy. Our arms are moving through thick, thick honey. Beautiful. Start to really open through the chest. And think as we're reaching, no matter what direction you're moving in, you really want to keep some length through the collarbones, okay? So, dude, that was a big one. He wants me to leave. Really open through the chest. Can you see all the wood falling on my mat? That's so funny. Come down, come up, keep length through the collarbones. Keep calm and dodge the chunks of bark flying your way. Good. On this next one, let's come down. Let's pulse it down for 2, up, come down, pulse, 2 with the legs, exhale up, inhale down, pulse, 2, up. Beautiful work. Let's keep it going. Pulse, 2, up. So every time we stand, I want you guys to think I'm grabbing you by the crown of the head. I'm pulling you tall. We're keeping length through our spine, driving those sits bones towards the back end of the mat. Keeping it going. We continue to lift through our pelvic floor. Beautiful. On this next one here, we're going to come down. We're going to hold it here. We're going to see if we can rock forward on the tiptoes. Bring it down, tap the heels. Forward on the tiptoes, tap the heels. Tiptoes, tap the heels. Keeping it going. I'm going to turn your way. So if you can see my ankles, I'm avoiding splaying out to the side. Trying to keep it nice and long. Drawing the belly button in. Lifting through the pelvic floor. Good. Nice and strong here. I continue to sit those sits bones back. So I'm keeping my weight in the back. I want to feel those hamstrings and those glutes start to engage. Beautiful work. Keep breathing. Exhale up. Inhale, tap the heels. Exhale up. Inhale, tap the heels. Woo, our quads are starting to feel it, that's for sure. Keeping it going. Beautiful. Woo, losing my balance, send help. Good. One more here. Up and down. Big reach. Good. Let's take that ball out. We can shake out our legs for a sec if we need to. I'm just gonna clear some of this bark off my mat. So from here, we're gonna continue on with our leg movements. So we're gonna do an Arabesque lunge. So if you see me from the front, when I'm in my lunge position, I wanna have my legs hip width apart, okay? Oh, cool. An eagle just tried to catch a fish. Oh, he caught one, cool. So you don't wanna have your foot too close. You don't wanna have it too near. This is, sorry guys, it's like right behind my phone. Literally right behind you. Turn around, look. You wanna have your legs hip width apart, okay? So we don't wanna be too close. We don't wanna be too far. We wanna be as if you were standing like so. If you were to look down, say the barrel of a rifle, not that I love that analogy, but it kind of makes sense in my head. If I was looking straight down, I would wanna see my ankle, and then I'm gonna just step right behind, okay? In terms of positioning, you're going to want to find a wide-ish stance with your feet. Your back leg is going to remain straight, okay? We're going to be in an Arabesque lunge. So the front leg is going to be bent. Not a super deep bend either. I'm going to keep this knee stacked over this ankle. And you might just need to adjust a little bit to find your positioning. You're going to take this front hip, you're going to pull it back, take this back hip, pull it forward. So what we don't want to do is twist to the side. We want to think our hips are staying square with the wall in front. And then from here, we're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to lean it forward. As I lean forward, this front hip, I'm going to really pull it back. So think you're taking this thigh bone and plugging it into that socket in the front there. We're going to start by placing our ball to the outside of our knee, holding our knee stable over our ankle. We're going to hinge at the hips, lean it forward, exhale up. Beautiful. Lean it forward so the back leg stays nice and straight. We exhale up. Lean it forward. Exhale up. So again, I want you to think you're creating length through the spine. Imagine you're wearing like a little Harry Potter wizard hat. So cool. Imagine it's glued to your head. I'm grabbing the tip and I'm pulling it long. Good. Creating length and distance through the collarbones. And think you're keeping equal length on both sides of the side body as well. Sometimes we can kind of twist and collapse a little bit. So think both your sides here. You guys keep going, of course. Imagine I've placed a little toothpick on either side. You want to keep them nice and straight, nice and still. We're not breaking or bending them. We hinge at the hips. We lean it forward. So as I do this, I continue to engage through my pelvic floor, lifting everything up. I inhale as I lean forward. I exhale as I come up. Beautiful work. Continuing to pull that front hip back into the socket, lifting through the pelvic floor. Awesome. Starting to feel this front hamstring really engage. If you're feeling it a lot in the quad here, what I'd like you to try and do is pull this hip back a little bit more. Maybe even consider bringing this back foot more forward. Push your hips further back and just come up and down as much as you can while keeping your back straight. Okay, you don't want to be like slumping through the spine. Nice, long, flat back. And it might just take a little bit of tweaking your positioning just to find what works for you. But the goal here is really to feel it in this front hamstring and this front glute. We draw the belly button to the spine. My bottom ribs are not flared open. They're drawn in. Continuing to move through it. Good. From here, I'm going to roll my ball to the inside of my knee. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to push my hand as hard as I can into that ball. Push the knee into the ball as well. And my knee is still stacked over my ankle, so it's not moving side to side. From here, I'm going to push with my hand, push with my hand, push with my hand. Good. Keep pulling this front hip back into the socket. Good. Keep that lower back nice and flat. Feel that glute start to fire. Oh my goodness. Remember, we're reaching tall through the crown of the head. Nice flat, long lower back. Equal length through the side body. Good. From here, let's squeeze that ball as hard as we can. Let's see if we can lift and tap that front heel. Oh my goodness. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Good stuff. So remember, we're keeping this knee roughly stacked over the ankle. We're pulling that thigh bone back into that socket, really plugging it into our hip. Woo! Ah! Send help! My butt's on fire! Good. We're trying to move that ankle straight up and down. So try to limit how much side to side wobbling you're doing here. I think you're keeping it in line with the second and third toe. Good. And 3, and 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out. Other side. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Ow. Send help. I can't walk. Oh, I'm going to have to crawl the whole hike back to my car, I think. So same deal. Hip width apart. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to place my ball to the outside of my leg, applying a gentle pressure as I roll. This front hip, I'm pulling it back, keeping my hips facing the front here. Back leg stays straight. I'm going to hinge at the hips, roll the ball down, lean it forward, exhale up. Roll the ball down as I lean forward, exhale up. So notice again through my lower back, it's nice and long, it's nice and flat, okay? No rounding, no slumping. If I were to reach to this back bum cheek, I would want to feel that sit bone really stretching through my leggings. Good. And the more you push into your ball with your hand, the more resistance you're going to create and the harder it's going to be, because we love a challenge. That's why we do Pilates, right? That's why we love these workouts. They're so great. Good. Continue to lengthen through the spine. We inhale down. We exhale as we come up. Beautiful work. Keep both of your hip bones facing forward. Awesome. Keep breathing. Gorgeous. Losing my balance here. I'm scanning the horizon for whales. I was here on the weekend and I saw a whale just pop up right here just by the shoreline. It was so cool. Beautiful. We continue to draw the belly button to the spine. Now, if you're feeling this in the lower back a little bit, that doesn't necessarily mean you're doing it wrong, because your glutes and your hips are working and they are going to pull on these muscles. But I want you to engage more through the belly. Okay, so really draw the belly button to the spine, tuck the ribs in, lift through that pelvic floor. Beautiful work. Keep pulling that front hip back. Woof. Excellent. On this next one, we're going to come up. Guess what? We're going to roll it in. We're going to squeeze into that ball. Keep that knee stacked over that ankle. Keep hinging forward. So nice long flat back. Drive the tailbone towards the ground. Shoot the crown of the head towards the sky, or more like to where the wall and the ceiling connect in front of you. From here, we're going to squeeze that ball. So press the knee into the ball. Press the hand into the ball. Don't actually move your knee. Keep it stacked over that ankle. Make sure both your hips are facing forward. Keep pulling this leg back into the hip socket. Holding it here. Now pulse with the hand. Push into the ball. Push into the ball. Hold that knee stable. Ah, feels terrible. Keep squeezing. Keep breathing. We've got this. We can do it. Beautiful work. From here, we're going to hold that ball in place. We're going to lift and tap our heel. Lift and tap our heel. Lift and tap our heel. Keep going. We can do it. Good. Really feel those glutes start to scream at you. Mine definitely are. They are not my friends anymore after this. Keep breathing. Keep drawing the belly button in. Tuck the ribs. Lift through that pelvic floor. Feel that hamstring firing up. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Ah, and shake it out. Ouch. Beautiful work. So from here, straight into the glute series, because why not, right? We like to suffer. So we're going to place our ball just in between the ankles. So if you see here, it's just above my ankles, like in the lower shin. I'm going to have a lay on my mat. I'm going to try to keep a nice neutral spine. So when you're on the ground here, if you were to make, this is a good time to take a quick breather. If you were to make a triangle, so think your hip bones and your pubic bone. If you were to physically place your hands, your fingertips are on the pubic bone, heels of the hands are on the hip bones. You want to make a little triangle that's completely level and facing forward. Okay. Imagine I've placed a little teacup on your belly. You don't want to spill it. If you're too tucked, it's going to fall this way. Too tucked, it's going to go that way. And if we wobble around, it's going to slosh side to side. Most of us live in this kind of rounded forward, or sorry, I should say actually posterior or backwards tilt of the pelvis. So I want you to think, if you actually physically place your hands here, you might need to actually imagine that I'm physically coming and just giving your hips just a wee little lift here, okay? So that is our neutral spine. We're gonna try to keep this positioning here. Now, this being said, I want you to think you're gently tugging your pubic bone towards your face. So you're feeling that lower belly portion of the muscles fire. So think you're pulling the pubic bone up towards the face as if you wanted to move the pelvis without actually moving it, okay? What this is gonna do is squeeze through that lower belly. And if you need to, for now, if you're like, that doesn't make any sense, what do you mean? For now, just think, pull that pubic bone gently towards the face without fully tilting your pelvis up, okay? So little tug of the pubic bone forward just a little to keep that lower belly nice and strong. From here, I'm going to place my arms into the ground, create some space through the collarbones, let the shoulders melt back, and ensure that you're really firing through the triceps and pressing through the hands, okay? We don't want to tent our wrists upwards. We really want to fully engage through the arms, push everything down. Draw the belly button in, tuck those bottom ribs so they're not flared up. My spine is nice and long. From here, I'm going to take a deep breath in, and as I exhale, I'm going to lift my pelvis up to the sky, and I'm going to think I'm shooting energy through my knees, so energetically moving my knees away while sucking my heels in towards my glutes. So as I'm pulling inwards, you're going to feel the hamstrings and the glutes start to squeeze. Good. Let's take it down here as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to lift it up, draw the heels in, press the knees away. Good. Inhale down. Exhale up. So remember that little teacup, we don't want it to spill side to side. So both our hips want to be nice and level as they move. Beautiful work. Keeping it going. Keep squeezing through the belly. Drawing that belly button to the spine. Awesome. On this next one now with my left leg, I'm going to lift and roll that ball up my knee. Inhale down, tap the tip of the toes to the floor, keep the heel lifted. Exhale, lift the ball up. Inhale down. Good. Exhale up. Inhale down. So we're going to keep lifting through that pelvic floor. We're rolling that ball along the inside seam of our pants. Good. We're keeping both of our hips level with each other. Keeping it going. Don't let the ribs poke up to the sky, so keep them drawn down and in. Good. Keep pressing through the arms and the hands. I'm just going to fix my ball because I feel like I'm losing it. There we go. And try to actually push that foot into the ball a little bit as you roll it. Good. Remember pressing the triceps or the backs of the arms into the floor. We don't want to tent those wrists. Keep those wrists nice and flat. Keeping length through our collarbone. Creating length in the neck so we have space between the shoulders and the earlobes. Good. On this next one here, let's hold it up high. Let's pulse that foot into the ball, into the ball, into the ball, into the ball. That poor right glute. Holy crap. I know. We got this. Keep lifting through that pelvic floor. I think a salmon just jumped out of the water. I don't know if you heard that, but big fish. Good. And then from here, we're going to come down right away to the other side. We exhale as we lift. I'm just going to fix my ball. Exhale as we lift. Roll it up. Inhale down. Keep the heel off the floor. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Beautiful work. Keep drawing that pelvic floor up and in. Keep drawing that belly button to the spine. Keep those bottom ribs tucked down and inwards. Remember, nice wide collarbones. Think both sides of our side body are equally long. Beautiful work. We continue to draw that pelvic floor up and inwards. My ball just does not want to stay put today. Beautiful work. Give me 5, 4. Awesome. 3. Keep pulling the heels to you. 2. Shoot the knees away. 1. Lift and hold at the top. Now pulse the foot into the ball. Hold that left knee still. Oh my God. Good. Push the hips a little bit higher. We got this. We can do it. And breathe. And breathe. Oh my goodness. Keep pulling that heel in towards your glute. Push that knee away from you. Hips are level for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Good. If you like, you can hug your knees to your chest here. Take a little breather. Ooh, yeah. From here right away, we're going to place that ball underneath our heel. Oh my goodness. Our poor lower body is going to be hurting tomorrow. So we're going to be on the ball of that foot, keeping both our hips level. Reaching one foot up to the sky is going to be the hardest. Intermediate tabletop, easiest foot on the ground. Okay, so let's start with our foot on the floor. We're going to lift straight up into our glute bridge. Now, if this feels okay for you, you can float the heel, tabletop, or leg reach, whatever feels okay. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. So I'm driving this knee away from me, keeping both of my hips nice and level. I draw the belly button down, I tuck the ribs in, and of course I engage my pelvic floor, pulling everything up and in. Trying to reach these toes up to the tree branches above me. Awesome. How much more of this can we do? Oh my goodness. Yowza. Good. From here, lift and hold. We're going to pulse that heel down, pulse that heel down, pulse that heel down. So pulsing into the ball, into the ball, into the ball. Beautiful work. Remember, we're not tenting our wrists. Forearms are pressed into the ground, nice and active. Collarbones are wide. We can do this for 5, 4, 3. Don't drop that top leg, hip 2, and 1. Whew. Other side. Ay, ay, ay. We can do it. We're almost there, friends. We've got it. So same deal. Keep the knee in line with the hips, belly button drawn in. Nice neutral back, tuck the ribs, draw the belly button down, engage pelvic floor. On your next exhale, we're going to lift. So you can keep your heel down, lift the heel, tabletop or foot reach, whatever feels good for you. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Beautiful work. So every time we lift, we exhale and try to keep some engagement through that pelvic floor. It might be a little bit more challenging to keep the pelvic floor engaged when you're inhaling. That's okay. That's anatomically kind of how things go, because when I breathe in, my chest expands, my diaphragm pushes down, and that kind of pushes down on the pelvic floor muscles. When you exhale, your diaphragm lifts, and it lifts everything kind of upwards and just creates a little bit less tension on that pelvic floor. Beautiful work. Give me 5 more. 5, 4. Keep that belly strong. Belly button drawn down to the spine. 2, 1. Lift it up high. Hips are level. Pulse the heel into the ball, into the ball, into the ball. Ah! Oh, the pain. Good work. Keeping it going. We can do it. And breathe. Reach that toe to the sky if you got it in you. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Hoo, 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 hoo. So you can hug your knees to your chest if you like, or you can reach your hands overhead. Little side to side hip drop. Oh, whatever feels good for you. When you're ready, let's flip it over. We're almost there. We are going to place our ball in between our ankles. And we're going to walk it out into a nice high plank. So for my high plank, I want my wrist to be directly beneath my shoulders. My shoulder blades are neutral, so I'm not collapsed and dumping my chest bone to the ground. I'm not rounded either. I'm just kind of floating somewhere in the center, creating space through my collarbones, drawing my bottom ribs to the spine, drawing the belly button in, and very gently tucking my pelvis a little bit forward. I'm going to rotate so the instep of my elbow is facing forward, not in. So think you're almost rotating from the shoulder towards the pinky without actually moving your hand. Index fingers are facing forward. I'm going to take a deep breath in through the nose. As I exhale, I'm going to push it back into a down dog. Good. Keep those ribs drawn in, pelvic floor is engaged. Inhale, come forward into my high plank. Exhale, lengthen through the spine. Think you're tipping that tailbone up to the ceiling behind you. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Beautiful work. Now, as we do this, keep length through the neck. So don't shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Good. Keep drawing that belly button to the spine. And if you want an added stretch, you can actually drop the heels to the floor as you come up to your down dog, or stay lifted, whatever feels okay. You can also keep a gentle bend in the knees. If you're very tight in the hamstrings, that's also fine. So just do whatever feels okay for your body. But every time you come to high plank, I would like your wrist to be underneath the shoulders and your heels to be over top of the toes. Good. Come through for a nice strong plank here. Keep drawing the belly button up and in. Good. Keeping it going. Good. From here, we're going to actually twist over into a side plank. So top leg's going to be in front. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. I'm going to reach overhead with my ball. And then as I exhale, I'm going to actually sink it back towards my back heel, bring my ball down. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, back. Good. I'm slowly digging a hole in the sand beneath me. There we go. Perfect. So I'm sinking my tailbone back towards my heels. Nice long spine. Drawing the belly button into the back. Tucking those bottom ribs in. On this next one, meet me in our side plank. Drop the hips up and down. Little salsas. Here we go. Up and down. 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 Beautiful work for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, you can hold your high plank on your wrist. I'm going to actually just modify and come down to my forearm because I'm on too much of a soft surface here. So if you're on your forearm, you can also rotate that forearm out just a little bit. We're going to hold it here and breathe. Try to lift these bottom sides of the ribs away from the mat. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked, belly button is drawn in. Holding it here. If you've got it in you, see if you can lift and float that top leg. Oh my goodness, creating length through the pelvis. Hips are stable. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Oh yeah. Other side. Feeling great. Let's see how well I do here on the sand. So, wrist under shoulder, hips are stacked, top leg is dropped in front of the back foot. Reach overhead, so nice long spine. As I exhale, I'm going to sink my hips back towards my pelvis, or my heels, sorry. Inhale, reach overhead, nice tall, long body. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale up. Exhale back, beautiful work. Inhale up. Exhale back. Keeping it going. Beautiful. Try not to collapse into this bottom shoulder. Think you're really actively pushing away from the ground. Awesome work. I want you to really think you're feeling a push from the bottom side of the rib cage away from the ground here. Good. Give me one more. On this next one, hold it here. Ball goes over our shoulder. Drop the hips up and down. Little tiny salsas. And breathe. Don't collapse into the bottom shoulder. We've got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can hold your high plank if it's good for you. My wrist can't take too much on my squishy mat plus the sand and the gravel. From here, coming back into that plank in whatever way feels good. See if you can lift and float this leg and breathe. Good job. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Come on down. Wow, oh, that felt great. That was awesome. Right on, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a good workout. I hope that you're feeling good with the hard work that we just did. It's a beautiful Coast Guard chopper in the background you can probably hear. So I invite you as always to, I'm out of breath. I invite you as always to check out some of my other videos, especially for some guided flexibility. I'm going to strongly suggest doing some lower body, hip, glute, side body stretches after that for sure. So feel free to check out some of my other videos. And if you're enjoying my content, it would mean the world to me if you'd hit that little subscribe button, maybe give me a thumbs up, and I don't know, share it with some people you care about and leave me a cute little comment because it would really make my day. Until I see you next time, you take care.